What up, fellas? We back for another episode in the Sim Game series, and we are at part 27. And I'm gonna just give you a little heads up tip for doing your depth chart. Do it from the online menu here for whatever team you plan on using or teams you use, and that way you have an infinite amount of time. You can do it comfortably. You can analyze and look at the stats you want to see and see who you want to start or whatever. And when you get into your online ranked match, you won't have to go through the process of doing all that. And as you can see here, we'll be playing with the Saints. And what I like to do with them is move Jimmy Graham into the 4th spot. Dude is a monster. Um, get a little bit more speed at linebacker. So, you know, move Wilson up to the backup linebacker and Casillas up to the way backup. But that's pretty much irrelevant. I move Jabari Greer to the safety, free safety, and I moved Jenkins to the strong safety because I don't know about you, but personally, I just can't have an 82 speed as my safety or as a corner. It just wouldn't work. Maybe linebacker, but yeah. Today we are going up against Coach BMOC. He has like 5 ebooks for sale or some stuff like that. You should contact him for information. He's on Madden Evolution. I think he's on a couple other forums, but not 100 on that. But I do know he's on Madden Evolution. And here, should have fair catched. I think he said he was trying to, but just didn't react. Sometimes that happens in Madden. That's why it's best to do things like extra early as far as fair catching and stuff, because guys will not react at moments. And yeah, we just capitalized on the turnover. So Jimmy Graham in the end zone, big target. So he's pretty easy to hit over top. And the Saints got a really good team. I mean, what more can you ask for? You know, they got speed on defense. They got, you know, a great quarterback. They have diversity. They got 3 running backs you could run the ball with. You know, you got your power back in Ingram, speed receiver slash speed running back in Darren Sproles, and then more of the all-around type in Pierre Thomas. Then on the outside, you know, you got Marquise Colston, your big target, and then we have speed ablaze pretty much everywhere else. I mean, Robert Meacham's got some speed on him. Devery Henderson. Lance Moore's a solid wide receiver. And again, Darren Sproles, he could do some work for you receiving the ball as well. And Jimmy Graham is one of the best tight ends in the league already. He gets it done. He makes plays. He's doing it all. I mean, and it shows on Madden as well. And here we get over top. But the problem with most fast receivers is they do drop the ball if they're hit. He should have held on to that, but you know, it's fine. Jimmy Graham will make up for it. And we're making plays, man. I mean, just run a nice counter here. You know, picking up 5 yards. We'll take that any down. And Jimmy Graham's going to fall forward for another 5 yards. So that's that. Defensively, you know, we got Jonathan Vilma in the middle. You know, they have some lower overall linebackers that I like to use, but they have like 87 speed. And right here, we just make a terrible pass that he's going to punish us for and run that back to the crib. So we might as well get back into the defense while he's doing that. Jabari Greer is pretty good at corner. Their corners are good. You know, they got Jenkins and all the other guys like that. So, you know, their secondary is pretty solid, pretty quick. The reason I like putting Greer at safety again is because I don't like Harper at safety. He's just way too slow, and here Mark Ingram is just getting it done on the ground. He is falling forward. You know, he's running people over. It's getting crazy out here. You know, he's looking like he did back in Bama. And here, you know, that play right there, you probably see me do it a lot in my videos. This will be an offensive tip for you guys. If they come out in a set like a 3-4, 4-3, you know, 5-2, something with a lot of linebackers, a lot of linemen, stuff like that. What tends to happen is no one will line up with your slot receiver. And when you see that, most of the time it's going to be a zone. Cover 3 is the most popular zone, so you know, most of the time it's just going to be a zone. So if you slant that slot receiver out and just streak the outside guy, what happens is Obviously the cover three, the corner is playing the deep blue, so he's gonna take your streaking receiver, and you're gonna be able to hit your slot receiver on the slant out for a nice 5 to 10 yard gain, pretty much every time. So just a cool little tip for you guys. Nothing special or crazy, but just a little thing you can implement into your offense to pick up some occasional yards here or there. And going against Cam Newton, we're gonna make him beat us with his arm. You know, um, if we can do that, we'll be all right. I mean, I like Cam Newton. I got him on my fantasy football team. Dude is getting it done for me. Jimmy Graham, too big, nice little face throw right there. But yeah, he's again Jimmy Graham. Here, just making the user tackle in the open field. If I would have missed the tackle, he would have got a couple more yards. But we did have defenders around, so wasn't too worried about missing it. And here we just try to bring a blitz from the outside, and he capitalizes by making a nice quick read. And for your outside runs, you're gonna want Darren Sproles, but for the inside stuff, I do like Mark Ingram. And here I think he just made a error in his reads, and me trying to juke him out, I messed that up. Could have got a few more yards with Jimmy Graham, but it is what it is. Jimmy Graham's having a great day right now. I mean, he's all over the field. I'm not sure what his numbers look like, but he's got quite a few. He's got almost all our catches right now, which is what happens often in real life with these guys. So no shame in our game right there. And here, the SWAT button. I recently learned how to use the SWAT much more effectively. Um, it's a crucial button to use. Like, if they just catch it, you remember early episodes I said try to strip it to get the incomplete pass, punch the ball out of there and make them drop it. That still applies, but also you get an extension on your arm. And recently I found out you can hold the LB button the same way you can hold catch on user D, so they'll react. I know a lot of the times I was complaining like, man, the guy I hit the LB, I felt like I hit it when I wanted him to react, but he reacts slow. But if you hold it, they'll typically react at the proper time. And here, guys, we get our kick block. Definitely our own fault. He's been trying it all game, but this time we just mistimed our snap. You want to wait until that outside guy is sitting still, until you kick it, because that's the time when he won't have that speed burst slash momentum boost. So yeah, just wait till they're just sitting still, and then go ahead and get your kick off. You can hold the A button while you're kicking, and that will allow you to time when you want to get your kick off. And yeah, you know me, once that happens, we get frustrated, and then once that happens, when we get the good old fake onside kick on us, or fake kick done on us, we get frustrated. But it is what it is. It just makes us more focused and try to make more plays. But fortunately, we make a bad pass there, and he makes a good defensive play. But yeah, my next tip is sliding. A few plays ago, you noticed we slid. Just sliding is very effective for your quarterback because you get a great spot every time. And sliding with your wide receivers slash defensive backs, because if you've played enough, you'll know that you fumble a lot. And a lot of people like to use the strip button, or if you're playing against the Ravens and you got little Devery Henderson and Ed Reed's about to hit you, most likely you're gonna fumble. So just use the slide button. And final tip probably for this video is gonna be strafe. You'll hold L2 or L trigger depending on what system, and get yourself in position. Like here, we're getting set in front of the circle where we think the ball is gonna be. Hit the ball at its highest point and get that interception, man, and slide away. Good game, coach. Saints are a great team, good on both sides, and peace, fellas.